Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big good CoinsKid crew. So, just there, like I said to you many times, there's a couple of things we don't want to see here. Obviously, for XRP, we don't want to obviously retrace any deeper than this low because that'd be quite negative. Just there, let me drop a horizontal line on 17 cents around about the 20th December down there, 20 December, sorry. And then we've got this low that we put in March 2020 as well. So, you know what we've been doing here is making a series of higher highs and higher lows. But this particular one here, what we've got is a high, okay, then we've got a low, then we've got a higher high, and then we've got a higher low, and we've got a higher high, and right now we're still making this high low. Do you understand? So this is structurally still okay. You know, you're doing something like this potentially if you hold these lows. Now if you do start to come down and you lose this low, like I said to you, that's really negative, because what's happening is you're retracing to this low, and if you do start to lose this low, you're going to put not on a retracement, you're going to put a reversal wave, or basically an impulsive move to the downside, and what you're doing, you're losing structure, you're losing that low at 17 cents. So it's really important that XRP holds that. But you can see in the previous cycle here, we came up, we sort of caught up, went sideways, pretty much what we're doing here. We got this high, okay, then we've got a lower high, you've got a high, you've got a lower high, and you're sort of coiling up, and you got really close, and before you broke out to the upside, you had a bit of a shakeout, you know, weekend selling off into the fear right there, basically just before you broke out. Now look at the very similar scenario here. We're basically getting really close to this apex, to this pattern. Look, we're getting really close, and then we sort of had this little fake out right now, a big sell off. So potentially what we need to see is XRP, you know, if it does come down again this week, if Bitcoin, the correction is not over, we need it to hold and come back into this pattern like this, because if you start to see that, that's very bullish, like this was just there, because as you get close to it, you'll begin to break out for XRP, okay, and that's what we all want moving forward. So for this particular scenario to play out, I would like to see XRP in the floor, obviously, and Bitcoin in the floor. And right now Bitcoin is in the floor. So, you know, if we take a look at the weekly RSI here for XRP, I've always said to people, if ever you see the weekly RSI in the floor, buy more, you know, and that's just a rule of thumb for me. Right now, look at that, you're completely oversold on the weekly, and we're looking for an impulsive move to get the hell out of here to the upside. And right now, you know, this is what I would be expecting, to be honest with you. Again, no guarantees, anything can happen, but right now you are in a prime position for a retest of key resistance, okay, and right now, you know, like I said to you, you are really overextended on the weekly MAs. We've got a bit of confluence here that Bitcoin is sort of coming down, finding that low. One thing XRP is not doing here, though, which is really frustrating, is actually dumping. You know, Bitcoin's dumping more than anything at the minute. You know, is it a case that the altcoins are going to catch up next week, and then Bitcoin puts that low in this week and never comes back to it, but in the process, altcoins, they sort of correct in the following weeks? Who knows? But as long as we don't come down and lose this low, this is a really key low at 17 cents, we could come down all the way down, just wick shy of it, and start to come back up, get a little fake out, just like we did there before previous breakout of that cycle, you know, and that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? You know, so like I said to you, always buy more when the weekly RSI is in the floor, you know, and it's a rule of thumb. You always get an impulsive move or retracement from that particular position when you hit that low on the weekly RSI. But anyway, no guarantees. So right now, what I'm looking at for XRP is this particular wave count. This is possible, I think. You've got this 1, you've got this 2, there's a big 3, and right now that was a 4, and right now this is the formation of wave 5, and I still think we're in this wave 5. Okay, that's why I think, you know, this is just a corrective phase of a bull market, because you're still in this bull market. It's hard to understand, you know, XRP's come back so horribly and nasty, but it's part of the process. It's the volatility of crypto, and I think you've got this kind of big fifth wave here taking you up to them levels. So at the minute, like I said to you, what you've done here within this wave, potentially this is a wave 1 right now. Let me show you. This is a wave 1, and right now you're going through a wave 2 correction. Okay, and if we hold these lows, okay, especially these lows down here, if we hold them, this will be a low, and you will start to come back up. You understand? You got a wave 3, we're potentially breaking that high, big powerful wave to break that high, which is usually what a third wave is. If we can break that high, come back, and then you've got your blow off top just there, and that's the end of this sort of bull market, wherever it gets to. Okay, it'd be really nice if it gets up to $27, possibly, who knows, but this is something I'm looking at. But to do that, to get this projection to the upside, you're not going to get it when you're overextended to the upside. Do you understand? This is why I say to you, you've got to come back, find support to go up, basically. So we're looking at the weekly RSI, and it's exactly where you need to be to see a big impulsive move to the upside, and a big monster wave 3 comes from the RSI being oversold. Do you understand? So again, no guarantees, but that's XRP. You know, hopefully we'll hold these lows, we don't retrace any deeper than these lows that we put in March, especially. That's a key low down there. If we do, fantastic. Take care everyone, back to another update on XRP. Stay healthy, safe, and stay tuned. Bye bye. Hey everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Welcome to the CoinsKid crew. Okay, so right now there's a big competition on Bybit. I would like you to get involved if you can. You know, come and join the crew. Come and join the CoinsKid crew. Okay, it's a team on Bybit, and there's a massive trading competition. The total prize pool is $8 million here. Okay, and you know the top 10 of the crews get to take a share of that pot. It's going to be really interesting. I'm recruiting some really good traders into the crew, so it's great if we can all get involved in this, right, and win it as a community. That would be absolutely amazing. So this is going to be the intro for the next few days on the video, because I just want to try and get you into the crew so we can build an amazing team here, okay, for this particular competition, because it would be so cool if we win it as a community here. The link to this competition and to get involved is in each and every single video description.